the robotics industry has just literally exploded since in the last 11 years when we've been able to turn these on. There's a whole research and development, DARPA, you may be familiar with, the Army and the military pays for. And basically all of the robotics were off-the-shelf contracts. We had very few already in the military, so we gave lots of contracts out there and said, hey guys, this is what we need. We need something that'll provide standoff for the soldiers that were having to defuse these things. We wanted cameras on them. They need to be able to climb things. They need to be able to literally look around corners. And the industry just went to town trying to be the next one to get the job. iRobotics out of Massachusetts got a lot of the contracts and did a lot of the different things. They started out very crudely. They were all manually operated, basically, so the soldier still was moving the pieces and parts, but they could get that robot up completely to look at the device, have that explosives expert 50, 100 meters away from the actual device. They could tell through the camera what it was, what exactly it was, what type of detonation system was in it, so they knew whether to cut the wire or they knew whether to explode it in place. They could bring the robot back, actually put a C4 charge on the robot so it would have little grippers, drive it back out to the IED, drop it on the IED, bring the robot back. It would carry the command wire back that we were using to explode the device, and we could sit there and watch the fireworks go off as we safely detonated the device. Now that was, of course, if it was pressure plated or command wire, things like that. What it also allowed us to do is those ones that were command wire, you can't see command wire. It's usually so tiny and microscopic in size and blended in with the gray. It's usually copper-based or something like that, blended in with the roadway that we very often wouldn't see it. So if a soldier was walking up to it, they may not know that there's a trigger man around the corner about to explode it. Having that capability with the robot, they could actually kind of dig around and see where the command wire was, expose it, do things like that. And it really saved just tremendous amount of lives being able to do that. And we actually had, this is kind of a sidebar, but it is a little bit about the mechanics and science of things. We had contractors in place to repair the robots. We named our robots. We gave them Purple Hearts when they were exploded, things like that. But what you wanted out there for you on that next patrol was that robot working again. We actually built cages for them to ride on the side of the vehicle so that with ramps so the soldiers didn't even have to get out of the vehicle to launch the robots. It became an industry in and of itself, and the maintenance crews could literally, we would helicopter a robot back to the maintenance bay, get it fixed and have it back in the ground, usually 2 to 3 days. We were able to, and that's with hundreds of pieces, and they just put it back together again. I have not, but we did use the robots to pull sodas out of the refrigerator and bring them up to us, different things like that. So we started to use those commercial applications. I'm not as familiar with that, but I have no doubt in the world that we're transitioning those to home devices. And it doesn't even get into the robotics. We use amputees and things like that. I mean, the technology is just booming in that regard as well. So just the fact that R&D money is starting to flow into the industry we've seen tremendous changes.